Join us on an epic journey as we unravel the remarkable tale of Lu Sheng, a beacon of hope born in poverty, wielding the divine gift of strength to defy destiny and safeguard humanity from its impending reckoning. In the last chapter, Lu Sheng learned about his own future for the first time. He was depicted as a malnourished 28-year-old with sunken cheeks and a hollowed-out appearance, who did not achieve much and died as a civilian at the age of 28. However, his future was altered on the day he entered the dream world, and now he was portrayed as a level 4 army man who lived for 37 years. Lu Sheng's bio further stated, graduated from Baihei No. 3 Middle School in Baihei City with first place, and he joined the military. After serving in the Tiannan military region, Lu Sheng died at the age of 37 in August 334 on the battlefield of the Southern War Zone, unmarried. He died at 37 with the rank of lieutenant officer and had no outstanding contributions, just a few exploits. There is also a character's historical evaluation at the bottom of the data, which is marked with 2 stars. It corresponds to Lu Sheng's level 2 authority in the Fire Seed Resource Library. Lu Sheng took a deep breath, his eyes became extremely complicated. It was hard for him not to believe that this was the future he was about to face. Because the Lu Sheng in the data had exactly the same life trajectory as him before the age of 18. Even the sudden surge in strength more than 200 days before the college entrance examination was recorded. In the face of such weighty history, his sudden transformation from mediocrity to genius didn't even cause a ripple. To be precise, after his transformation, he wasn't considered a genius at all in the vast human race data. Because in the history of over 10,000 years, there were too many geniuses who were 100 times, 1,000 times more outstanding than him, making it impossible to count them all. The so-called leaving a name in history could only be achieved by a select few. Lu Sheng speculated that his 2-star evaluation might be attributed to the military exploits he gained after joining the military region and his final sacrifice on the battlefield. However, if you count my practice and gains in the dream space, then I should have achieved far more than this. 2 strong rays of light suddenly shot out from Lu Sheng's eyes. More than 200 days, more than 200 days of dreaming, more than 200 days of harvest. I don't believe I'm making that much progress. How can I, Lu Sheng, be only the 23rd in the city? My ranking should be nationwide, and my name should be known by more people. My future. Lu Sheng clenched his fists tightly. It must not only be that. Since it is the future, it can be changed. My own future can be changed, and so can the future of the human race. Immediately afterwards, Lu Sheng searched all the familiar people around him. As a result, except for his younger sister Lu Qing, whose historical evaluation reached 1 star, no one else could reach 1 star, and most of them had half-star or even no-star evaluations. If the human civilization in the future is going to perish, then I, Lu Sheng, will be the one who changes history and turns the tide. Lu Sheng looked at the words Fireseed Resource Library flashing blue light on the optical brain screen, and spoke calmly and firmly. I am the seed of fire, and I will surely start a prairie fire. At this moment, the depression, bewilderment, and disappointment in Lu Sheng's heart were swept away, replaced by unprecedented firmness and confidence. His temperament underwent a new transformation, and there seemed to be a flame burning in his eyes. Martial arts, one should go forward bravely. If the front is doomed to be a desperate situation, then forcefully carve out a way out in the desperate situation. This is Lu Sheng's belief. It was the next morning, and Lu Sheng went for the family breakfast. Lu Sheng, why didn't you change into your school uniform? Don't you have to go to school today? Lu Sheng brought pots of breakfast to the table and curiously asked Lu Sheng, who was sitting at the table in casual attire and eating breakfast. Lu Sheng picked up a meat bun casually, nodded, and said, yes, the teacher said that you can choose to study at home in the future. Is there such a thing? Mom muttered suspiciously. However, she was rushing to work after breakfast, so she didn't have the energy to think too much and didn't ask any more questions. Lu Qing, who was next to her, originally wanted to say out of habit, I haven't heard that the 3rd middle school has such a new regulation recently, but when she met Lu Sheng's dark and deep eyes, she forcefully swallowed back the sentence. This guy. Lu Qing took a bite of the bun in her hand. She thought to herself that her big brother had undergone more and more changes and was no longer mediocre and cowardly. Before, she just felt that Lu Sheng had become a little deep and mysterious. But today, Lu Sheng felt to her like a mountain, a piece of iron, a ball of fire. Sitting next to Lu Sheng, she even felt oppressed, unable to breathe. This feeling was too intense. Lu Sheng didn't pay attention to Lu Qing's strangeness. After he had a quick breakfast, he went back to his room to practice body training. Lu Sheng's cell phone rang, and it was an unfamiliar number. Lu Sheng, your scholarship has come down. Come to school this afternoon to get it, said the voice on the other end, confirming it was Zhang Xinwu's call. Understood, Teacher Zhang, Lu Sheng replied. By the way, why weren't you in class today? We need to discuss your school attendance with your parents. Unfortunately, I had to ask for your private mobile phone number from your classmates. Zhang Xinwu trailed off. Mr. Zhang, I don't have much time, so I can't waste any more, Lu Sheng interrupted, hanging up the phone without waiting for a response. Since returning from the dream last night, Lu Sheng's mentality had completely changed. Previously, he cautiously concealed his strength, afraid to reveal too much, and reluctant to let too many people know. He had many concerns, including difficulty explaining to his family, concerns about attracting unwanted attention, and the belief that rigid structures are easy to break. However, now Lu Sheng no longer dwelled on these thoughts. He only wanted to showcase his abilities and astound others. He believed that by demonstrating his talents, he could acquire more resources. He needed to ascend to the top as swiftly as possible and then find a way to alter the future. There was no time to waste. Additionally, Lu Sheng wanted to use this opportunity to test a theory he had been considering. Lu Sheng repeatedly practiced body exercises, combined with breathing techniques, again and again. His goal was to become stronger and shoulder the responsibility of saving humanity. The purpose was to exhaust his energy as quickly as possible, induce a sense of fatigue, and then enter the dreamland. When Lu Sheng finished the 27th round of body exercises, he was finally so tired that he collapsed on the ground, unwilling to move even a little finger. Drowsiness overtook him, and he gradually fell asleep. Upon opening his eyes, he saw the light brain in front of him at the same spot where he had left it yesterday. Lu Sheng skillfully accessed all the martial arts-related practice methods, insights, and notes that he could access within his authority. Querying. Soon, a vast amount of information appeared in front of Lu Sheng, densely packed and all related to martial arts. With over 10,000 years of accumulated knowledge and wisdom from countless individuals, even with Lu Sheng's authority at level 2, the amount of knowledge he could access was immense. After some thought, Lu Sheng continued, Screen, display the exercises most suitable for a first-level martial artist, and the most valuable content. Screening. The content decreased rapidly, leaving only 3 pieces of information in front of him. Stellar Body Forging Technique, a cultivation method created by Wang He, the 11th level powerhouse of the Wuming League. Natural Breathing Method, Introduction to the exercises created by Yang Yizhou, the 11th level powerhouse of the Martial Arts League. Crystal Ideas, Cultivation Method Introduction created by Duan Yifeng, the 11th level powerhouse of the Wuming League. The creator's list made Lu Sheng's eyes widen with excitement. Level 11. Level 11. Level 11. Today's martial arts experts in the world were only at the 9th level, but here were 3 legacies from 11th level experts. Although they were just introductory chapters, their value was immeasurable. All 3 exercises were included in the Fire Seed project. Those strong men standing at the top of the martial arts league in the future likely anticipated the fate of their race. Yet, they could only preserve the essence of their lifelong learnings for future generations, never imagining that someone from the past would access their knowledge. The stellar body refining technique sets the human body as a miniature universe. When practiced to the depths, the martial artist's body density reaches an unimaginable level. Defense and strength become unparalleled, blood blazing like a star, majestic as a galaxy. The natural breathing method, combined with any martial arts practice, skyrockets progress. It allows warriors to achieve harmony with nature, vastly enhancing martial arts realms. The crystal view thought purifies the mind and strengthens willpower, delving into the mysterious realm of spiritual power in martial arts. Though the results of dream space practice cannot be realized in reality, practicing in the dream space accelerates real-world progress. Lu Sheng eagerly began practicing. Starting with the stellar body refining technique and natural breathing method, even at an introductory level, these exercises proved formidable. As Lu Sheng completed the final movement of the stellar body refining technique, his body trembled as if electrified. Intense pain and numbness swept through every fiber, even vibrating muscles and meridians. The combined effect was profound, akin to radio gymnastics magnified 1,000-fold. Collapsing after practice, Lu Sheng's body lay motionless. Taking advantage of this time, he attempted crystal view thought. The concept, wonderful and mysterious, involved visualizing a crystal human form in the mind, purging impurities with each breath. Though difficult, Lu Sheng recognized its importance. Spiritual will mattered greatly in martial arts. He knew a resolute warrior surpassed one with distractions. Thus, he embraced the challenge, even as he struggled to visualize. Seeking further aid, Lu Sheng inquired about tonics to replenish qi and blood for first-level warriors. A wealth of information appeared, including medicinal formulas and ingredients, easing his efforts. Recording prescriptions, Lu Sheng chose to awaken, armed with newfound knowledge. It stinks. As soon as Lu Sheng woke up, he caught a whiff of a strong odor. Hastily rising, he discovered his entire body coated in a layer of black, glossy sludge, the source of the foul smell. This is from the stellar body refining technique and natural breathing method. Though I only practiced them in the dream, some effects still manifest in reality. Lu Sheng realized he had underestimated the combined impact of these techniques. Rushing to shower, he glanced at the clock. It was almost time for school. With this, the chapter concludes. Don't miss out on the next installment. Hit that subscribe button and join us for the continuation of Lu Sheng's remarkable story.